What's up? So today's video is just going to be showing you guys what I do on my own in my room for recovery, like mobility, and like a small workout. So it's going to be, I'll just show you guys what I do. It's going to be a voiceover for this video because I want to listen to music. Here we go. Alright, so first I'm going to start off rolling out with a foam roller. The harder the one you get, I think the better it is, so try not to get it too soft of one. Alright, so I do 10 for each thing, and that means going forward and back is 1. And I think of my hamstrings as there's like 3 parts. Right now I'm doing the central part, and then in a little bit you'll see me do like the outer part. Let's see, I think I should switch here soon. So then, okay, I'm doing the inner part first, and then I'll do the outer part next. But it's all about feeling it out and kind of trying to cover everything. I know it sounds like a hassle, and it kind of is, but try to cover everything. So outer, inner, and then central part of your hamstring. And then depending on the day, I'll move to either my quads next or my calves next. And I think I go to my quads next. Now, a lot of people will say don't roll your IT band, and I agree with that to a point. Right now, it looks like I'm rolling up my IT band, but I'm a little inside, so it is hitting my quad. It's not just my IT band. It's kind of the same thing as the outer, inner, and central of my hamstring, except for this, I'm doing it with my quad. So I'm doing the outer part of my quad that some people might mistake as my IT band, but it's a little inside of it. It's not on my IT band. And so then after the outer one, then I'm pretty sure I'll do the central one. And these are painful. I'm going to be honest, these are really painful for me. My quads are very tight a lot of the times. And I'll show you guys what I'm doing to try to balance out my legs. So after this, then I'll do the inner part of my quad. And the inner part of my quad, I found the best way to get it, I think, is you got to tilt the roller and you have one leg on it, one leg totally off. So I'll show you, like, just like this. And this one, in the beginning, I didn't realize how tight, not in this video, but just like a couple months ago, how tight I really get there. But once you start rolling it out, you've noticed a massive difference once you're done. So then after this, I'll go to my calves, and let's see, I'll switch in a bit. Oh no, I go to my groin. Okay, so I will go to my groin, go on each side, and my groins have been feeling really good lately, so I don't spend a crazy amount of time on them, but occasionally when they're feeling really tight, I'll try to hold on them more or spend a little more time. Next, I'll do my calves, and this one's funny because it actually is hard because I'm just doing dips like the entire time because my body's off the ground, so it's actually a weirdly good arm workout for me. That might just be because my arms are weak, but I don't know. Then same thing, central part of the calf, outer part of the calf, and inner part of the calf. All of these kind of like, you kind of can learn more about yourself, like your body, I guess, where you'll feel different. You can feel like certain parts are getting a lot more tension and probably a lot more stress from your body than the other parts. And I think loosening up the tight parts helps balance it all out. I love doing my shins. It actually feels really good, and I think they get tighter than people realize. But so that I like doing that. Then I'll try to hit some pressure points with this lacrosse ball. This point I really like a lot. I feel like it gets really tight pretty frequently. There's another point that's like on the inner part of your quad and by your knee that I'll sometimes hit, but today I just decided not to do that. Now I'm doing my hip flexor, and then after my hip flexor, this one's good. Like, you can hold on it too, but then I'll do this, I don't even know what the muscle's called, but it's kind of the part that's connected to your IT band that's high above, and this one is painful, but I really like this one. That one's a good one. Next, I'll do my glutes. And this, you have to feel it out. You can miss the spot. You got to find the right spot, and right when you hit it, it'll be really tight, and you just kind of got to sit on that right spot, and you don't want to bounce on and off of it. You'll know what I'm saying if you're doing it. You want to go like online with it, so you're always on that tightness, and it'll slowly loosen up. Next, I'll do my feet, and this, you can spend as much time as you want. I think this is massively beneficial, and even if it feels like it's not doing anything, it really is. and you can also like squeeze your toes together and you'll feel more tightness. This ball is awesome, and I forget, someone explained it to me, like it breaks down the maybe not adhesions, I don't know what they're called, but something in your foot, like broken down parts, and I don't know, maybe it's in my mind, but I feel like it's beneficial. Alright, so then right here, what I'm doing is I'm using this band, and I think of it as like a 360. So I go on both legs, I try to stay on my toes, and I go forward about 8 or 10, to the side 8 or 10, diagonally backward, central backward, diagonally forward. But in this whole time, I'm trying to focus on like my core and not moving my, like thinking about my leg balancing well and activating my glutes. I don't know, it feels really good. Also, this band is awesome, and I think I have a link that I make commission off of if you guys buy it off of me or whatever, but you don't have to. This is just my favorite one because it's not like the rubber ones that kind of can like burn your legs, especially if you don't shave. Now I'm doing my hip flexors. This is huge, and going diagonally and centrally and holding it also to really lock in that range of motion. Now I'm going sideways, and these get those little muscles for the IT band that I believe is tight on me all the time, and I saw some of that's rolling out, and then strengthening those helps a lot. These are clamshells. This helps with my glutes, and with that whole thing I was talking about with my quads being tight all the time, this is what I'm doing about it. So I'm really trying to make sure my T-band, the muscle that connects to my IT band is strong by doing these, and then also doing my glutes to really try to balance out the strength between my quads and my glutes, and not just have it be my quads. Now, next up, this is something where it kind of gets both. So it's getting those side muscles that are connected to my IT band, but then while also with my glutes, and really trying to stay like stabilized, I guess you could say, throughout this. So I'll probably do, I think about a minute is what I counted, or 30 seconds. No, it's 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and then 10, I don't even know what you call those, glute bridges, up and down, and then I hold it for another 30 seconds. I'm counting my head, so it might be a little off here, and then I'll do it again, but I'll do 3 sets of that. And if you're doing this at home or whatever, obviously use your phone, or I mean, I guess you could count too, but yeah, doing this is huge. It actually really starts to burn, and that's when you know it's doing the right thing. If you're feeling it in your hamstring too much, you're probably not doing it right. Next, what do? I do single leg glute bridges, and these I was going to do holds, and I did a little bit of a few seconds holds, but I just had a game yesterday, so I'm trying to take it easy on this and didn't want to push myself too crazy hard. And yeah, but these are massive for, if you think about running, you're running on one leg. I mean, you use both legs, but you know what I'm saying. And also passing, shooting, you're balancing on one leg. So if you can develop that strength with just one leg, it's huge. Next, I learned this from Chris, a trainer that I had at Fire 2, and they're called hamstring primers, and these are massive. It really like activates your hamstring in a way that I feel like a lot of other things don't. It almost feels like blood's pumping into your hamstring. So I would definitely recommend those. Now this is like, I don't even know what to call this, but you guys get the idea. It feels good, and you go side to side. I kind of ran out of room because I'm running into my walls and stuff and trying to get this all on the camera, but yeah. Oh yeah, then stay hydrated. I don't even know why I made that face. The water tasted good. I think I'm switching the song here, but I believe I do core next. And now for this whole video, I stretched, never mind. Okay, so I like to get my hamstrings and then hip flexors. When you're doing this hip flexor stretch, tilting to the side I think helps a lot to really get it for me, and also squeeze your glute muscle. Don't just lean forward and do it, try to squeeze your glute muscle. Now this one is massive, so I'm getting my quad, but then if you're able to get it with your opposite arm and then do a tilt, so you go like this and then you tilt over, this feels incredible for me. And maybe it's just because my quads are so tight, but that is such a good stretch. Then this one, I don't even know what this is called, but I had another, it was like a masseuse actually, they were just suggesting me to do that, but that one's good. Now this is like a pigeon, I believe is what it's called, and then I'll go to like I don't know, walk-ups or whatever, and then I'll touch the ceiling. You can't see my hands, but I'll really reach up, and I don't know, that feels good. But this is all for my glutes and mobility, and I'm really trying to show here in this video that I'm strengthening, but then I'm also like trying to strengthen in a stretched position. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but then these are really good. They kind of test your mobility. Next, this is again for my T-bands. My T-bands and quads are always tight, and this is getting that little side muscle, but these are incredible for me, and I'm sure you guys would love them too, so definitely do that. And then we're doing my glutes again, and I'll do like 3 sets of this. I'll just hold it, and then I'll tilt to the side, hold it and tilt to the side. There'll be another angle in here that I'll show, and it really shows like trying to keep, so see my left leg, yeah, I'm seeing that right. I'm trying to keep it flat, so I don't want to have it tilted towards me too much, because when it's tilted away, you feel more of the stretch. But be careful with your knees, don't do anything crazy. And then glutes again. I'm really getting the glutes, because those I think are what's really tight and causing my quad problems. Not really problems, I guess they're just tightness. And I don't even know what I was doing there. These are world's greatest. These are incredible. We should do these every day. Slowly, I'm getting better at this. It's weird because I'll go through phases of, obviously my muscles are changing, so it'll be tightness or soreness, but I'm getting better at those. And then I don't even know, what is that called? Downward dog and cobra pose, I think is what it's called, something like that, but that one's good. Now this is for my groins and just making sure that they're all good. And notice my feet, so it'll be pressing the ground, then it'll tilt up, and it kind of helps you hit different parts of your groin. And then calves, gotta get the calves. That feels great. This is good for my like ankle mobility and my shins and my quads even. It's kind of just like making me know where I'm at, because if you do that every day, you start to realize like, oh wow, my right side's a lot tighter, or this and that. Then next up, I do some core. And this is the part of the video where I was going to do a full like core workout for this video, but then I decided not to, because the video ended up being like 30 minutes long, and I'm just gonna make a separate video for that. But I do end with this and a bunch of other core stuff, but for this I'll just keep this in here. This is side planks, and what I do is I set it for a minute, 10 seconds hold, 10 seconds dips. So then I'm holding 10 seconds, then I'll do about 10 dips in 10 seconds, and this is a lot harder than it looks, for me at least right now. My core strength I think has gone down a little bit. I'm trying to get it back up, so I'm going to be really focusing on that for the next few weeks. And then I switched sides, and it was weirdly getting really hot in my room, probably because I was kind of exercising. And then same thing, but boom, 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 and really try to squeeze in the side, and you'll really feel it. There's a bunch of different variations you can do to this to make it harder. So if this is too easy for you, you can also lift up your leg, and you can do a bunch of stuff with this. But I was just keeping it simple, and then I believe I wrap it up. But yeah, now the in-video Jed's gonna come back and say, ooh, subscribe, comment, whatever. You don't have to. See you guys. Alright, so I feel like this video is going too long, so instead of doing a core workout on video, I'm gonna make a separate video of the core workout. But yeah, I hope you guys like the video. I know this is awkward talking like this, but I don't have a lot of room in my room. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Thanks guys.